Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. My name's Brian Taylor, and today we're doing a video on how to protect your fruit trees from the dreaded Japanese beetle, not to be confused with its cousin, the June bug, which is a lot bigger. The Japanese beetle really rears its head during the month of June and completely decimated all of my fruit trees last year, picking the leaves down to the bone. There was nothing left, and it took them several months to recover, and even some of my trees didn't have enough stored energy and ended up dying because they couldn't recover. This video is going to hopefully help you avoid that. It'll also give you some tips on how to do it semi-organically, synthetically organically, not really organically, but sometimes you don't really have a choice. This is better than letting your tree die. All right, so stick with the video. We'll show you what we got. Alright, so I'm going to nerd out on you guys for a little bit, and then I promise you we'll get into how to use it and show you killing some bugs, so it'll be pretty cool. So there is a substance that I'm using, and this substance, it is a synthetic version of a natural substance which comes from the chrysanthemum flower or plant, and it is a natural pesticide that has been used for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it is very effective at not only repelling but actually killing some unwanted pests without the negative side effects of harming humans. So I actually purchased this large bottle, I'll get in real close, of Permethrin 10. Now I might have said it wrong, the name, but this is a synthetic version of that flower. The one I bought is actually, I think I bought the wrong one. Somebody recommended this to me to try it out, and I think I ordered the one for like cattle and chickens and a way to protect your livestock, which actually works for us because we have livestock. But doing a little bit of research, I found out what I ended up buying here for about $40 was a very concentrated version of what you can buy in those little handheld sprays that you get at Home Depot. You know, you'll pay $8-9 for one of those bottles that contains this ingredient that will kill the unwanted pests, but you've got one bottle for $8. This will probably do 200 bottles. So in the long run, this is way better. Now, I'm starting out with a small orchard, so I don't need a large amount of liquid in order to do what I'm trying to do. So what I'm just going to use is a small 20-ounce spray bottle, and I've already done this a few times. So with this spray bottle, I think the easiest way to do it is to fill it up with water first. If you fill it up with water first, then you won't have to deal with it bubbling over and you having some residual, overflow, like trying to put soap in something first. It fills up and it's all foamy. So it has this nifty little filler here, and if you'll notice there on this side it says ½ ounce and full ounce, and with this I just want to go to that ½ ounce mark. So you see I'm at the ½ ounce mark on this, which I think is more than enough for this 20-ounce bottle because it's such a small bottle. Now, it can be a little bit of a skin irritant, I found, but it's actually not too bad. You really just need to be careful when pouring it in. Okay? All right, so I've got it in. I'll put my cap back on. I'll put my water bottle, or put my lid back on the squirter. Now that I've got it in, shake it real good. It's this nice milky white, and honestly this looks almost identical to what the liquid is for the specialty Japanese beetle spray that you buy at Home Depot. So now I'm going to take you guys out. I'm going to show you some of the pests that I'm dealing with, watch the spray in action, let you know the frequency in which I think you could be safe, and then we'll conclude this video. So stick with us to the end and we'll tell you all about the results, which, spoiler alert, they're good. Otherwise I wouldn't tell you to keep watching. So see you in a bit. Okay, so there's not a lot online about how to mix this stuff. So I put a 1/2 ounce into one of my spray bottles that I used for something else, and I'm going to test it on some weeds. And I'm going to really test it on some weeds. And I'm going to come back. I don't care if it repels the bugs, but what I don't want is for this to kill all the leaves on my fruit trees. So we'll come back in a little bit and see how this worked. All right, it's been a couple hours. The weed looks fine, which I thought would be the case, but never like to experiment on hard to replace fruit trees. So a clear sign that it's Japanese beetles is they like skeletonize your leaves. And another very obvious sign that it's Japanese beetles is when you see Japanese beetles already on the plant. So this poor plant needs some serious help quickly. So we'll watch. We'll just that Japanese beetle dropped right away. These beetles don't look too happy. Would not be surprised if I see them drop like instantly, but we shall see. Those little jerks really did a number on this tree. It's early enough though, I have a feeling that they'll bounce back. So I'll come back in a few hours and see if these guys are still here. See if this stuff works as described. Everyone seems to think it's the save-all for this stuff, so we'll see. I was walking through the property and I saw this weird growth. It's like an elm sac fungus aphid. It's really weird, but I'm going to try this on that too. I mean, this tree's got so much on it that it's ridiculous, but we'll see if it helps clear it up. I mean, it's everywhere. I'm not going to be able to save that tree from this, so just kind of a fun little experiment in the middle of my Japanese beetle saving. All right, so it's been about 45 minutes, and as of right now, all of the Japanese beetles are gone. I saw one drop off. Actually didn't see any fly away. They dropped off and chickens ate them. So that's a good sign. So because it's basically a treatment, I'm gonna have to do this application every time I see some Japanese beetles until their season is over, which could be about 40 days. And I need to monitor my trees to make sure that they're not getting killed by this. It's supposed to be a natural or synthetic version of a natural pesticide, so hopefully it doesn't have any effect on the tree at all, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more time before I apply it to my other trees, but if you have a small orchard and you're just starting, you don't need anything fancy to spray these things. I was able to cover this one tree in like 30 seconds, so there's one tip for you. All right, I'm back a few hours later, and there is zero sign of Japanese beetles, which is good. Only sign is the dead one down there on the bottom. So I think that stuff is a success, but I'll report out over the next couple of weeks just to make sure and let everybody know. All right, so here are the final results from using this product for over 2 weeks now. I'm gonna say it's 100% effective. And even when I was playing with the dosage, having more, having less, I didn't see any negative effects on the plants. The only negative that I can say about this product is if you are trying to pollinize something like tomatoes, or you're trying to get fruit from one of your fruit trees, it will kill the honeybees and the native pollinators. So I would avoid anything with flowers. Okay, that's my only negative for this product. Honestly, spraying it on those Japanese beetles and watching them die within just a couple of maybe 30-45 seconds was incredible. I sprayed and didn't see a return of the Japanese beetles on that plant 2 weeks later. So if you go out and you spray this once a week, or maybe after it rains and washes this off, I'm confident with that concentration. Yes, guinea hens, I agree. That's a good concentration. Yes. That you will be successful in deterring these and saving your plants. So my solid recommendation of this product, I know I've reviewed some things recently that I didn't think were that great, or they weren't 100%. This is the first thing I reviewed that I'm going to give it 100% approval. I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon for you guys who want to order it for yourselves and try it out. But I would highly recommend that you get this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel. We really like our new viewers. If you subscribe, I'll get rid of these guinea hens, I promise. They're just kind of fun. But subscribe to the channel, and I promise you we'll keep bringing you good content. Thanks a lot, and we'll catch you on the next video.